Hardware? Welcome to your WOD Brief for Monday the 4th. We got a new leg day coming at you today. It's really tough, as I just discovered when I was trying to do the demo of the move and found out that I can't do it. So I'm going to get real good at some scales and showing you some scaled ways of doing things. This is also the start of our quarantine wellness challenge that is coming at you from Coach Landry. So if you missed the boat on that, you still got plenty of time to jump in. Just email Landry at hardwarecrossfit.com, or you can reach out to me and we can get you in the right place. Let's look at the workout today. First of all, we've got a little warm up here. We're gonna do a little bit of world's greatest stretch because it's a leg day, so you wanna take this nice deep lunge position. Let's do 5 of these on each side. Take your time with this, especially depending on how hard you go over the weekend. Switch legs. Ooh. Oh, did you hear that? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I gotta do this more. I did it earlier for my warm up, but now I need to warm up for the warm up. Then we're gonna do 5 bootstrap squats. Again, we're just looking to get the legs nice and opened up here. So I'm gonna reach down like a deadlift, pull up on my toes, one arm up, other arm up, and stand. After you've done 5 of each of those, now we'll move into our little 3-round thing here. So this is gonna be 25 of what we're calling a pose pull. We did this last week, but now I wanna add maybe a jumping jack to it. So the pose pull is just hopping, and then I'm gonna bring my foot up, slide it basically just right up my leg, as if I'm running this way. So I'm gonna do that almost like if you're doing jumping jacks, instead of going out and in, I'm gonna go bounce up, 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 or you could do the other leg, up. This is what we did last week. The jumping jack pose pull is, I'm gonna say, if you wanna have some fun or you just feel like you're extra coordinated, you can do a jumping jack into a pose pull, jumping jack, other side. So that would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 25 pose pulls. Then we're gonna do 5 alternating reverse lunges because we've got some lungy, single leggy kind of stuff going on today. And then 10 plank heel taps. So into a plank, try to reach your butt up into the air and see if you can touch one of your heels and come back. That's 2, that's 3, and do 10 of those for 3 rounds, okay? Then we're getting into our new strength cycle. This is gonna be 2 movements. It's gonna be slightly different than what we've done in the past, because now what we're looking to do is for 5 sets, we're gonna do 1 movement. We're gonna do our A1 movement first, right into our second movement, and then take a big rest, okay? So here are the 2 movements. Number 1 to 12 reps of shrimp squats. This is the one I just discovered that I can't do. So we're gonna have to talk about that. And then 5 jump squats, as high as you can. So what we're looking to do here is get into a lot of single leg stuff like we have been, because that's one way to keep the strength up when we don't have a lot of weight. But we're trying to combine that with some explosive contraction of the muscles as well. So that's why we're going from single leg strength directly into plyometric and then take a rest, okay? So for the shrimp squat, I'm gonna throw you to a video of someone else, not me. Take it away.
Oops. Okay, what workout should I do? Okay,
and we're back. So that's what a full shrimp squat looks like, okay? What I've discovered myself is that I don't have the flexibility to do that in my hip flexors and my quads. So one way that you can scale the shrimp squat down is just to do a very narrow lunge. And now be careful if you have some knee pain, because this is not the most comfortable. If you've got any kind of tricky knee stuff, I'll give you a different substitute in a moment. But basically when we're looking to do a lunge, we're kind of going in this position here. This is about as narrow as we ever go. So this is a little more closed than 90 degrees, but not by much. So what you're gonna wanna do instead is actually scoot it in a bit here so that you're much more heavily weighted on that front leg. And I'm coming down almost like a pistol scale, right? So that's one way you can scale down. The other thing you could do is to try to just not hold your back leg if you're like me and your quad tightness is giving you trouble. So if I just pick my back knee up here, I can come up there with relatively, I gave myself a little tiny toe tap there to help, but that could do as well. But our official scale is just going to be doing step ups. So if you're not digging any of those scales or the shrimp squat, just do step ups onto whatever you can. You could add some weight if that's not too hard for you. So your first move would be step ups, and then we're simply going to, whenever you're done with your set, you're going to do 5 jump squats as high as you can. Oh my gosh, that was only 3, and it's really exhausting in a different way to explode with all of the force that you can. Okay, we're going to do that 5 times. 5 times. Shrimp squat or step up. 5 jump squats, rest, big rest, okay? Then we'll get into part 2. Part 2 is a little more in the bodybuilding realm. What we're gonna do for part 2 is 3 rounds of 10 strict presses on your right arm, 10 strict presses on your left arm, 20 deadlifts, and then a 30-second hollow hold, okay? So, strict press, you can take any implement you have here, and just press. You want to keep your butt squeezed, abs tight, so that you're not using your legs. Although if you have something that's maybe a little too heavy for strict pressing for sets of 10, you could do a push press. If you are someone who is super skilled with pressing overhead and you have the ability and the space, you could also swap the 2 sets of strict press for handstand push-ups. So let's just say I just finished on my second arm strict press 10. I'm now going to bring my dumbbell down if I want to stay with 1 dumbbell, and I'm just going to go 20 deadlifts. If you have 2 dumbbells, you could certainly take 1 in each hand and make sure the front head of the dumbbell touches the floor at the bottom of your deadlift, okay? After that, a 30-second hollow hold. I want you to accumulate 30 seconds, so if you can't do 30 seconds, do 10, 10, 10, something like that. Just looking for any kind of crunch with the shoulder blades up, tailbone is up, low back is in the ground. If you can go for the full thing, that's great. So press, press, deadlift, and hollow hold. Then we're gonna cool it down. That's a lot of legs for one day. Excuse me, sir. We're gonna do couch stretch with our friend here. 1 minute. Oh, see, this is why I can't do the shrimp. I can barely even reach my foot. It's so tight. So we're gonna do 1 minute couch on each leg, and then we're gonna do 1 minute of wall slides. So for the wall slide, you're gonna find any flat surface that you can here, lean, and then what I'm gonna try to do is keep my shoulders in contact with the surface, my low back in contact with the surface. I'm not rounding my low back, but I do have a lot of contact with the wall. Then from there, I'm gonna try to put my elbows on the wall and the backs of my hands on the wall. You can already see that my ribs are wanting to come up, and then you're just gonna try to slide as much as you can with your elbows and hands on the wall. What you're gonna find is that as you come up, either your butt is gonna go away or you're gonna get a really big arch. The goal is to not change shape in your upper body there, and you're gonna do that for 1 minute. So 1 minute couch, other minute couch, 1 minute of wall slides. And that is a big, big Monday. Hope you have fun with it. Let us know if you want to join in the Quarantine Wellness Challenge. Have fun.